Alright, Schlockmeister fans, another review of my previous channel, an old cable movie, Coast to Coast. Let's check it out.
Dr. Frederick Frohl, please. This is Dr. Benjamin Leverington. Well, frankly, I want to get rid of my wife. Well, she wants a divorce. That means I have to give up half of everything I've earned, everything I've worked for, everything I have. You know, the property settlement alone will kill me. Yeah. Well, now look, I've come up with an alternative idea here. Serious.
His wife is Diane Cannon.
And don't you keep saying that!
He's going to make it seem like she's crazy.
I cannot!
That's Michael Lerner, doctor. So she's allegedly not crazy. Well, Matey's not going to succumb to shock therapy, so she's got to get out of there. She suspects her husband's behind it all. She's got a hypodermic needle in his butt.
Oh, he loves your hair. Please don't do that now. I've got to go home.
Anyway, she makes it out of there and she ends up on the highway where she's trying to flag down a ride, and it's Robert Blake, who plays Charlie Callahan, in a semi-truck.
Get the hell out of the way, you nut.
On the interstate.
Charlie has a repossessor coming after him in his truck.
Where the hell have you been? You got any idea how much it's costing me to repossess that goddamn truck?
Harry, why don't you try something new? Sell those trucks of yours to guys that can make the payments.
You got 8 more miles, lady.
He agrees to take her to the next bus stop.
I really have to get there right away. I don't know how.
She wants to go to California, though, and they're on the East Coast.
Would you take me to California?
7 3/4 miles.
Harry's got further problems. Sorry, Charlie has further problems because his wife wants a divorce.
Oh, shit. Wait a minute now, Paige. You gotta help me. I ain't got no money. I'll be out of gas in an hour.
Sorry, babe. You better hope the cops will get you before that maniac Jules does.
Paige, give me a break, will you?
Good luck.
Charlie's got a lot of problems. Matey said she'd pay him $5,000 if he takes her to California.
Did you say you wanted to pay somebody to take you to California? Ma'am,
You mean you'll do it?
you want to write that phone number down? You said I was supposed to call someplace?
Oh, wait, just a minute. Come and look.
Well, she has no money, but she actually finds him a load to take.
Keep her away from me. She got you a load. What?
Cattle.
It's a miracle. It's just a miracle. Come and look.
Get him up. Cut him up.
Lady, goddamn it, you already burned me 6 ways from Sunday. Now what the hell are you talking about?
Well, he tries to leave her stranded. Apparently there's a reward for her.
If spotted, approach with extreme caution. She may be armed.
You all right?
He eventually lets her in.
That awful smell.
You got cow shit all over you. Listen, you want to take them boots off? I can't do that. I'm not going.
He's thinking of turning her in for the money.
Now, you were saying $3,000 reward, right? Okay, I'll meet you in Kansas City at the cement depot near the river.
She's not happy with him using a cattle prod. And the repo man shows up.
You can knock them all dead.
He's going to take her to buy a dress while he arranges to turn her over.
Hey, why don't we stop and you buy yourself a nice dress?
Good idea. Where are we going to get the money?
Well, listen.
Hey, baby.
He meets up with Sam, the bounty
Hey,
hunter.
baby.
I think we have some business to discuss. Have you got the girl?
Ian, you?
Me?
Oh, I wasn't expecting somebody like you. was expecting somebody more like him.
Callahan, don't try anything cute. We'll be right on your ass.
They give him half the money.
You see, it isn't actually about this. Which one of you is the boss?
I am.
Meanwhile, in the dress shop,
Isn't that better?
Lady, you just bought yourself a dress.
well, Charlie has second thoughts about turning her in, but he doesn't have second thoughts about keeping the money that they gave him.
They're all back again. We gotta get out of here. You gotta help me out. He's your charge. You can find a 7.
And the repossessor shows up.
Callahan!
Mine, Callahan.
Oh shit. Okay, Jules. You can have the truck, but you don't have any business with her.
Oh, the repossessor has partnered up with the bounty hunter. And now we've got some hijinks, some slapstick. Down goes the cow.
Oh shit.
They managed to fend off the bad guys, but she manages to get him in the truck, and she drives.
Where the hell are we?
Oklahoma?
Oklahoma?
Well, they're starting to fall for each other.
After you.
Then she finds the money
For a minute now.
and learns the truth, where he got it from.
There was this thing that came over to CB way back, and it was a reward for information about you. I believe that. Matey?
Did you mean you sold me?
No. I did, but I didn't do it.
Matey is so upset, she goes to the truck and takes off without him.
Wait a minute! Hey, wait a minute! Damn it, that's my truck!
He hitches a ride with a motorcyclist and catches up to her.
I'm getting ready!
So he leaps from the motorcycle to a station wagon to his truck. They've reached California, and she crashes through the gate of her husband's estate where he's having a party.
Oh my God!
And she's not done. Her husband's a little upset.
I told you this is... Hey! Don't kill her! That's him.
The repossessor smashed into a police car.
The keys are in the truck, Jules.
And the truck's in the living room.
All right. Let's talk about this movie called Coast to Coast. This movie was an old cable movie. It showed up quite a bit back on HBO, Showtime the Movie Channel back in you know, 1982 or so, and I watched it quite a bit. If it showed up, I kind of watched it, and so I'm very familiar with this movie. Haven't seen it a ton in recent years, but here and there. So anyway, it stars Robert Blake. He's a trucker, and Diane Cannon, who has a very infectious laugh. So Diane Cannon is married to this rich, I think he's a doctor or something, he's something, and the guy wants to divorce her. He's very wealthy, just wants to get rid of his wife, but he doesn't want to lose half his shit when he does that. So he decides to get a doctor, Michael Lerner, to basically say she's crazy, wants to put her away in a nut house, and so I'm not sure what exactly that would do to help him not lose half of his stuff, but whatever. So anyway, she knows she's not crazy, although she is a little weird. So she ends up escaping from that mental hospital, taking the doctor prisoner briefly. She gets out. She ends up on the highway where she almost gets run over by a semi driven by Charlie Callahan, who's played by Robert Blake. Diane Cannon's character name is Matey, kind of like Maddie, but Matey. I don't know, maybe short for Madeline. I don't know. Who knows? So anyway, he picks her up and they drive along, and he kind of finds her annoying and wants to get rid of her, but she keeps yapping and yapping, and eventually she kind of just wins him over. He keeps trying to get rid of her several times, but she just won't go away. So he's kind of stuck with her. Now he has financial problems of his own. His truck is wanted to be repossessed. And he's running out of money, so she offers to pay him $5,000, but she doesn't have the money at this time, but he looks into it. So ultimately, he decides he's going to take her to California, where she's got to go. I think they're starting in, like, New York City. So she tags along. There's a bounty hunter that her husband then hires to try to track her down. I don't think he's going to kill her, but just wants to at least capture her and stuff. So they're on the run from the bounty hunter, the repossessor, and they have no money, but they're working their way to California. At one point, he decides he's going to ransom her off to the bounty hunter for $5,000, I think. And but he doesn't actually do that. He gets some money, but he doesn't decide to do that because he's kind of falling for her, of course, as you would suspect. Well, when she finds out about that he was going to turn her in, she gets depressed, goes back to the truck, and then takes off in the truck, leaving him stranded. Eventually, he's able to catch up with her again after he hops a ride with this guy on a motorcycle, and they make up. They drive to California, where her husband is. He's having this big, lavish party full of bigwigs. They drive the truck right through his living room, and the big mansion caused a huge mess. And then that's pretty much how our movie ends. The two of them run off together to live happily ever after with no money, I guess. There you go. That's Coast to Coast. Now, again, just kind of a fun little weird movie. It's nothing spectacular. It wasn't all that much of a box office hit. I think it was a big flop, actually. I think Robert Blake was actually nominated for a Golden Raspberry Award for his role in this movie. But I always enjoyed this movie. To me, this movie's fun. I mean, there's no nudity. It's PG, but it was a good little ride. It's a like 83-minute movie or so. And I'm sorry, 93-minute movie. And it's just fun. I like it. So I don't know what to tell you about it, but I enjoyed this movie, and I'm guessing you will too, because why not? So just a silly little comedy, kind of a forgotten film from the early 80s, but it's good. In my opinion, it's good. It's got a few laughs, and it's just fun and entertaining. It's just mindless fluff, but good mindless fluff. So anyway, that's it. Now, Coast to Coast was released on a VHS tape, or say home video, back in the 80s. I think I have that tape, actually. And weirdly enough, I think I actually rented this movie from a store called Coast to Coast, which was like a hardware store in Two Rivers, Wisconsin. And they used to rent movies here. And I also got a Bell from Hell from there as well. But yeah, I think that's where I got Coast to Coast, from Coast to Coast. Now, it's never been released on DVD yet. This is a DVD-R. I actually bought this on eBay. Somebody was selling these. I mean, I knew it was bootleg, but it was they already had box art for it and everything, so I just ponied up for it. Why not? Could have copied it myself, but this is fine too. So anyway, that's it. I'm guessing you can probably find this version of this, because if they have one copy, I'm sure they got 100 more. And it's pretty well done. This was released on Laserdisc as well. Maybe this copy on this tape was from that Laserdisc. I don't know, but they did a good job with it. There's even menus on here. So anyway, that's it. Coast to Coast. It's a fun movie. I'll let you know. I'm sorry, you let me know what you think about it by leaving some comments down below. I will leave a link to presumably the VHS on Amazon if you're looking for it. Maybe this is even streaming somewhere. I'm not sure. But check it out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about it. Coast to Coast. Watch it. Bye.